Bethany again, and today we are making baskets and thinking about the Little Red Riding Hood story. Now, we all know that when Little Red Riding Hood's mother told her to go into the woods, she was supposed to stay on the path, not talk to anybody, and take the basket of goodies to Grandma. She talked to the wolf. And the wolf convinced her to go and pick flowers before she got to Grandmother's house, which gave the wolf time to get to Grandmother's house, eat Grandma, and then pretend to be Grandma so that when Little Red Riding Hood came, the wolf could then eat Little Red Riding Hood too. Bad deal all around. No. We are going to prevent that today by doing this STEM project. We are going to make a basket, and then we are going to send it down the zip line to Grandmother's house instead of having Little Red Riding Hood go through the woods. So here we go. Alright, so you can't see my face at the moment, but I wanted to make sure that you could see the paper. So here we go. You can see that I put a grid on it, and I put some numbers on it to help me keep track of what I need to do for the squares. Now, the grid is supposed to help you with the folding lines. So I'm going to fold it once like this. Actually, hold on here. Oh, I have two pieces of paper. Whoops. Alright, so we're just going to use this one, and the thing you need to remember is that for the outside of your basket, you want that side to be face down on the table. So I'm going to fold it like this, and then I'm going to fold it like this, and then I'm going to unfold it. Alright, so we have two creases that way. Now we need two creases the other way too. So now there's a crease that way. And there's a crease that way. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to put it back this way. And I'm going to grab my scissors from over here. Now the next part is that we're going to cut and make the walls of the basket. So I'm going to cut on either side of the number 4 box. See, like that. And then I am going to cut the same way on the number 6 box. Alright, there we go. So that's what it looks like. So now we're going to angle these upward, these two pieces here, and then we're going to fold these in to make one side of the basket. And then eventually we'll fold this side over too, but I'm going to tape this side individually. So I have some tape with me today. You could use glue for this as well. It's whatever you have on hand. There was one time I didn't have any glue or tape, and I actually used staples, and that worked pretty well too. Alright, so that's one side, and then whoop, there we go. Struggling with the tape. That's one. And that's 2. And then I think I'm going to add some tape here on the sides as well, just to make sure that it stays put. Don't mind the sound, it's my water dispenser. Let's see if I can... There we go. Should die down now. Okay. So now I need to get a string for the basket part so that it actually can hang. Alright, so I have my string here as part of my zip line, and I'm just going to cut off about 3 inches or so, roughly, just like that. So I still have all of this for my zip line. I'm going to put that over there, and then I'm going to work on taping this to the basket. And with this, once we get this in here, the basket's going to be done, so then we can figure out what we're going to do about the zip line. Alright, there we go. There's our basket. So now we're gonna I'm gonna work on getting the zip line set up, and we'll see what we can do to deliver. Alright, so I have rigged up my zip line. So you can see I have it tied to a closet door. If you do use a door, try to make sure it's one that people don't use very often, and let people know that you're going to be testing things on your zip line. And then it extends at a pretty good angle all the way down to the floor. Now this box is partially holding it down. I also taped it to the floor so that it's good and tight. We don't want it to be terribly tight, but we also don't want it to be really loose. So this box is representing Grandmother's house, and we'll pretend that Little Red Riding Hood lives up there somewhere. Alright, so now we got to figure out a way to attach the basket to the line so it can go down. And this is the second part of the STEM project. So I'm going to try to come up with something. Give me a few minutes. And yeah. Okay, so here's what I came up with. So this is a paper clip that I bent out of shape. So you can see that I kind of hooked it so that it won't come off the bottom easily. And then the top part kind of acts as a hook. Alright, so this is going to go really fast, I think. So I'm going to hook it up here. And then, whoo, nice! Good deal. So we noticed that it came off, but it was still fairly smooth. Nice. Alright, and we delivered some, at least pretend gold coins, they're not real gold coins, to Grandmother's house. Alright, so that is the STEM project. Now, I used a paper clip, but you might be able to come up with something out of like cardboard, or maybe even with the paper bag that the STEM kit comes in. You could figure out something to do with that and figure out a way to attach the basket to the string. Now, I've had a few people ask me, well, Bethany, why didn't you, before you taped the basket or before you attached the zip line, why didn't you put the string over the zip line and then it could just stay on there? Well, the trouble with that though is, especially if you tape it or glue it, you're going to have to retape it and glue it every single time. And that isn't the best use of time. And when it comes to a basket, it's better if you can take it with you and take it off the hook. So that's why we need to figure out a way to attach it where it can still come off and go down smoothly. Alright. Kits will be available starting today for the zip line and for the basket making. So I hope that you'll come by and grab one and try this experiment for yourself. Alright, see you next time. Bye!